All right, we're going to do the grand final review again like we did last year. So Sydney versus Brisbane going to be a huge game. The first thing we're going to do is look at the matchups. Now these are going to change throughout the game, but this is how we reckon they'll line up. This is a crucial matchup, and I don't reckon it'll change. And that's Papley versus Starcevic versus Papley. So huge matchup. I'm going to circle that one because that is going to be one that's going to be a key for the outcome of the game. I reckon Payne will pick up Amadi because Amadi usually plays a bit deeper. I also think this is a big matchup. Haywood's a player that doesn't get a lot of recognition, but can be very dangerous. So Leicester's a very reliable defender. So I'm going to circle that one as well. I think that is crucial, and I think Leicester gets the job done. Parker and Wilmot. I think Parker's going to go a bit through the middle, but we think that Ainsworth might also be in there as well in that mix. So Ainsworth or Wilmot will get Parker, and when Parker rolls through the middle, obviously those matchups will change. Harris Andrews on McDonald. Okay, key matchup. I'd back Harris Andrews in every day of the week there. Probably one of the best going around. This one here, okay, big call. It did happen in round 19 after half time. But Goulden versus Zorko, you're fighting fire with fire, and what you're doing is you're putting Zorko in two minds. So what does Zorko want to do? Does he want to stay attacking and leave Goulden, and then Goulden can be really damaging going the other way? So that's a very interesting matchup. Not sure if it'll happen, but that's what I would do. Your wingers, Lloyd versus Fletcher, that seems pretty obvious. Warner and McCluggage. This is probably the worry for the Lions is leg speed. McCluggage is a superstar, but how are they going to go with the leg speed of Warner and so forth in the middle? Jordan and Berry, not sure about Jordan. Jordan might go through the middle and get a job on Neil, we don't know. But I think for balance, this is how they'll start, because I don't think the Swans will want to go too defensive too early. And I really love the way Berry's going. I think he's one of the most improved players in the comp. So interested, he needs to redeem himself from last year. This is a huge one, and it happened, and I reckon this is our lock for the game. The Lizard and Archie will go on each other. Archie will play a bit of a negating role on the Lizard, and that'll be interesting to see how they go about that. Malikan on Hipwood, pretty obvious. This one here, unsure on. I don't think the Swans have got a match up for Rayner. It may come here with Roberts, but I don't think they've got a match up that can handle Rayner's talent at the moment. But Rampy, experienced player, they'll probably back him in. Florent on Oban, okay, I think that's a pretty good matchup. McCartan on Big Joe, huge matchup there. That's going to have a big influence on the game. Okay, and again, this one. Cunningham's done a pretty good job on Cameron in the past. Big matchup there. And then where the game's won is in the middle. Fort and Grundy losing the Big O. How much is it going to make an impact? I don't think it's going to be huge. I think Fort gets the job done and just halves that contest. Dunkley and Heaney, again, this is where the game could be won. Can Dunkley sort of lock him down a little bit? You're never going to stop him, but can you nullify him? And Rowbottom to Neil. We're not sure. Jordan may go to Neil, but again, Rowbottom, we think he can do the job. Changes, Ainsworth goes through here, through that mix. And McLean when Sydney want to go three tall forwards. When Sydney go to three talls, Brisbane are going to have to restructure. Leicester may have to go off Haywood and pick up a tall. So that's those. Bailey and Ashcroft. Bailey will run through the wings with Fletcher and Berry, and Ashcroft will obviously go through the middle, and he is going to be maybe my pick for the Norm Smith. McInerney and Campbell going through the wings, both beautiful kicks of the footy, so the Lions are going to have to be aware of that. And then you've got Morris, the young bloke, running through here, and Roberts, as we said, could be the matchup for Rayner. Okay, there's the rotations. That's how we think they're going to line up. Here's the keys. The Swans, they're going to have to limit Brisbane's kick mark game, and Brisbane will go into that mode early. So can they limit their uncontested possessions? I think they can. Winning clearance. If the Swans win clearance and create scores from it, I reckon they win the game. Can the Lions nullify their leg speed from the inside to the out? Not sure, but if the Swans do this with your Heenies, your Warners, your Gouldens, watch out. I'm not sure the Lions have got the speed to do it. Marks inside 50, they had 14 last week. I don't see them getting that many with the likes of Andrews, Payne, Leicester, killing the contest. But again, if they get that, they probably win. Intercept possessions. We all know that the turnover game is crucial. That's where you get 60% of your scores. So if they can do that, if they can score from turnover, transition the ball from one end to the other and score off it, you're a good chance of winning, history says. And just recently, this is why Sydney are defending a little bit better. They're a little bit safer with their ball movement, so they're not going through the corridor. Blokes like the Lizard, he's not going as attacking, and that's because it helps them set up defensively a little bit better. So will they play the boundaries a bit more, or are they going to take the game on in the middle? If they take it on in the middle, that's where the Lions can hurt them. Lions keys, score from turnover. They are number 2. The Swans are number 3 from score from turnover. So both very good at that. The thing that the Lions are better at is defending turnover. Okay, they were number 2 in the comp. The Swans were number 11. So if the Lions can defend the turnover a little bit better like they have done, good luck. This is where the advantage lies with the Lions. We all know the Lions are an uncontested kick mark team. If they can get 100 plus uncontested marks and just work the ball up the ground, okay, I reckon that's going to set them up for a good game. But why they've got a bit further this year, they can go into this forward chaos handball, overlap run. That's when they played well against Geelong in that last half. So they're getting metres gained with the forward handball and then taking the game on. This is why, for me, they win. They do this, they lock the game down early, uncontested marks, then they open it up with some forward handball. Their pressure's going to be right on, which is going to, limit your Warners, your Heaney's, your Gouldens, your Blakeys. And that's why, for me, Lions win by 3 goals. Ashcroft's your Norm Smith medalist, and Queensland footy rocks. Thank you very much.